And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 55 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
And the Raiders have got him. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9.
Just a yard to go here on second down. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Raiders 6, Cowboys nothing.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. Completion here to Claypool. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chase Claypool, 39 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding a...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 12, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morrow. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Prescott to throw it. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Jackson on first down. Reception here by Ruggs. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to... extend that advantage. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 19. Cowboys 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious. Because
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play action. Now Jackson. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
3rd and long for Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Raiders.
Here's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Third down and 10.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Now on second and 16. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Cowboys first down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott dancing to his left. And he's going to keep. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
25 yards that time. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, Cap.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a
first down there on a pickup of 25.
Vegas, first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Prescott on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 40. Cowboys 14.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A second down throw for Prescott. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. K.J. Hamler. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 44 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Jackson going to run. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
His kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Raiders 54, Cowboys 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. Or something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. KJ Hamler with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On the run, it's Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick second. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The carry here for the big tight end. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 55 to Mike. Check 50. Cowboy 80. Wide. Get wide. Tight dog.
They'll go to Barkley again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they